yo. Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell him you burning, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or is you lying to how you did me?
Everybody getting burnt. I don't give a
Was you lying? Or did you lie? Did you lie? Did you tell him the truth?
Look, they got my baby mama here tonight.
It seems that Drake has far more to worry about than filing lawsuits across the industry, as Sexyy Red recently broke down and admitted to burning Drake with an STD. Attractive Red herself was burned after hooking up with a fan-only entertainer. And although being aware of her infection, she continued to spread the STIs to other guys like Candy. Since Red and Drake are rumored to have been dating for several months, Drake promptly got up. Guys, hold on tight, because we're going to solve this. Red reportedly told Drake that she had infected him because her baby daddy threatened to spill the tea if she didn't speak out, even though she didn't intend to do so. However, was Red genuinely under the impression that Drake would never discover that she had infected him? How does Drake intend to handle this situation?
And everybody raw dog you. So when I heard her say that, I said, nah, she a disgusting little old motherfucker. She stay at the clinic. Yeah, she got to, homie. Because that's nothing.
Red's name appeared at number 6 on a list of ladies Gucci supposedly burnt that was uploaded by a member on X. Fans who missed it began to question whether Red had been sharing this mess with the men she had been seeing and dating online. After they connected, Sexyy Red was recently revealed to have gotten herpes from Gutsy Third Leg, an exclusive fan creation. When detectives started looking into Red, they found a lot of strange facts. Red disseminated the infection to others, especially rappers she had just slept with, even though it appears she was aware of her infection all along. Drake was one of the names that came up, of course. Since Red and Drake had tried so hard to make it look like they were just buddies or something, many people had a hard time believing that they were dating. Red did, in fact, let Drake beat her several times, according to insiders, because a little bouncing on it between friends never harmed anyone. Drake, on the other hand, has been behaving more like a friends with benefits arrangement than just friends with Red. He was smitten with her as soon as she made headlines because he was aware of the type of women Drake typically dates, and Red doesn't really fit that description. Referred to being her baby daddy several times, giving some people the impression that Red and Drake were having sex while they weren't online. Red originally became friends with Drake in July of last year when she attended his gig in New York, and he kissed her cheek during the performance, saying, "Look, they got my baby mama here tonight."
Look, they got my baby mama here tonight.
She massaged Drake's head as he placed her on his lap and smooched her passionately over her face and neck. Drake was all over her like white over rice. After the performance, he shared a photo of them in this posture on Instagram. Stories that have a caption, Sexyy Red Red, my real wife, posted the identical photo along with the caption, I'm your favorite rapper. I recently met her. It will become smoky if my girl sees you guys thirsty backstage. Drake said in another post, so you have to give it to him. Several blogs started saying that Red and Drake were dating at this time, and Red kind of confirmed it when she claimed that when he was interested in her, he knew how to make her feel like the only woman in the world. Made a mistake in an interview by admitting to hooking up with Drake, then taking it back and passing it off as a joke.
I just keep seeing pictures of you and Drake, What's going on with you and Drake? Y'all got a record coming?
We be fucking. I'm just playing. That's my peoples.
Yo!
We got a song coming out.
Do y'all really?
Supposed to be, but I did some little shit on his song. He sent me a beat and I had rap for him or whatever. He was fucking with it, so we gonna see if he dropped that bitch.
I love that. Is it gonna be named after you? I know Drake always does a record after women.
I don't know. He just fuck with me. I don't know what he gonna do. He gonna pop out with some crazy shit.
Red, on the other hand, sparked controversy when she posted a photo of herself and Drake cuddling together along with the words, I'm with my man, but it's still free my other man. Drake was sneaking around but didn't want anyone to know, and people weren't buying it because it looked a lot like Red. That Drake is continuously lavishing Red with money and buying her several pricey gifts. He once bought her a $30,000 watch. For instance, after Red posted images of the diamond-encrusted timepiece on Instagram, and you could see how delighted she was to receive it.
Ice me out, Drake. Turn me up, Drake. Okay. You see this. Stop fucking playing with me, man. Stop fucking playing with me, man. You see that shit? See through shit. Let me take it off this thing. Let me fucking take it off. Ugh. See through shit, man.
She wrote, "Thank you, Drake," as the caption for the picture, and attached a sizable quantity of cash to the watch Drake sent her. However, Red soon shared photos of herself on Instagram in front of a private jet that Drake had given her for her trip to New York, proving that he wasn't done indulging her, as she said, when Drake shares a. By private jet to New York, they went a step further when Drake, who collaborated with Red and Sha on the song Rich Baby Daddy, started calling himself Red's baby daddy. Drake and Red dressed up as actors and performed a scenario in the music video where Red was pregnant because Drake went into labor. They also had a little celebration when the baby was born. Throughout the movie, Drake can be seen kissing Red's growing baby bulge, expressing how happy he was to play the part of baby daddy. When it started off as friendship, I realized it was love. By detailing some of the things he had done for her, including sending her a private flight and purchasing her a watch, Drake also appeared to address the relationship allegations. He rapped, "We were having sex night after I suggested that we obtain a Frenchie in response to my question regarding a baby. You don't even know how to blanket, do you? I'll alter your life. You learn from me. You're right. It wasn't until I bought the ticket that you learned about Grace Bay, and it wasn't until I got you ice that you realized how cold you were. We're different types, so you can't even look at him the same way. I simply respond to your SMS when you're tripping by saying, 'Have a safe flight.'" At this point, a number of speculations were starting to surface regarding the reasons why people believed Drake and Red were so close. Some said it was all for show, and some even implied Drake was getting paid to hang out with Red for. In addition to all the presents and piles of cash that Joe Budden had sent her, Red wasn't going to take this lying down, so she took to Twitter to criticize him and his goons, calling them foolish. Joe Budden stated in a podcast episode that he didn't believe Drake was voluntarily hanging out with Red, claiming that their whole connection had to be a component of a deal in which Red's management paid him to co-sign her. The Muse and the leading light in an Instagram post, including images from his What tour with J. Cole and L. Durk, Drake stated, "Red really is my muse in this short and confusing life." Fans noticed that they suddenly stopped interacting as they used to, and rumors started to circulate that they had a falling out, though it wasn't really clear what the reason was. He was so red that he would think he was going to pop the question and get down on one knee in front of her. It all started when people learned that Red exclusively spent time with his admirers following his exposure for herpes-related burns to multiple guys. They conjectured that Red was caught in the flames, which is why Drake ended their relationship. Creator Gupsy Third Leg Red's baby daddy first came clean on Instagram just a few days after he was exposed to HSV-2, accusing her of trying to infect him. He started by sharing a recording of a phone call he had with her. He said that Red had a number of STDs and that despite her knowledge of them, she attempted to purposefully hurt him by using them. Additionally, he made fun of Red by declaring, "You're my favorite rapper. It's not for the weak, and I'm the weak. Keep in mind, you started this." She claimed that everyone was being scorched and that you had to be tough for the North Side PE.
Why you lying? Do all that know what's going on with you? Do you tell him you burn it, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or is you lying to how you did me? Did you lie? Or did you lie? Did you lie? Did you tell him the truth? Or did you tell him the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey. Then when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? You bit. That's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit.
She became defensive and accused him of being gay and lying to her. Red had no intention of being involved in this disaster. Do you know why I don't care? She posted on Twitter. First of all, it's untrue. Secondly, you trust anything on this app. After deleting the Instagram post, she said, I ain't clearing it up. After attacking him on Facebook, she said, on my kid's soul, the real reason he threw me off, I found all gayish in his phone. Let's talk about it, freaky bum. You guys don't know how much I hate this man, she added. I could inform him. Like I'm F-Pella in on you. He doesn't give a damn about anything. Let's just suggest that this year, women should quit shaming their lovers or baby daddies for having issues with them and then labeling them gay or doing other strange things. It's 2024, and no one seems to care who or what individuals are into. The man wasn't there for her either, but Red's rushing to label her baby daddy gay was making her appear extremely guilty of the STD charges. You know, it's cheap to call your partner queer just because you're arguing and losing, as long as you're not breaking the law or anything. He once again posted on Instagram saying, I'm too bold to be gay or low down or any of that, with little regard for the LGBT community. With that homo, you'll miss me. He showed an STD test he had previously performed when he believed she had infected him to bolster his claim. It came out negative, but he said, he was lucky because you can't get herpes from someone unless they have it. And Red didn't have an outbreak when they were sharing the bed.
Y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work. This how shit go. You can't get rid of that shit. If you fuck somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract.
People assumed that Red gave her baby daddy herpes because she was dragged through the sewers a few months ago after being caught with Gutsy Third Leg, the well-known creator we previously discussed. Exposed for setting people on fire when another well-known creative, Da Davis, shared her story of being burned by Gutsy on TikTok. The woman was in tears as she described how, at the age of 19, she collaborated with Gutsy on a video without knowing that Gutsy had HSV2. Didn't inform her of it. She didn't find out until after the incident when she started displaying the symptoms. Don added that it's Gucci's way of tricking younger women into relating to him by spreading his STDs to them.
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci Third Leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research, and it is my fault.
As the drama unfolded, people retrieved this list, which was shared on Twitter shortly before this catastrophe started by someone close to Gutsy Third Leg. Just so you know, it had Red's name along with the names of the people Gutsy allegedly slept with after testing positive. This Gutsy figure is so messy. Since Odin had paid to hook up with some of the women in the drama, it would turn out that he was not doing all of that for the benefit of the public or anything he was afraid of for himself. At the start of the drama, popular streamer Owen Rose called him to his live stream to provide his side of the story. Gucci's videos, and he was worried that he had also gotten the disease because he had seen them after Gucci had destroyed them. Gutsy subsequently revealed that he did not have HEF2, but rather HES1, which is comparable to the ordinary cold.
What are you positive for? What is that?
Can you read that?
It says you're positive for HSV1.
Yes.
So what is that? Can you explain what that means?
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more so stuff like this. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me look at.
He may have contracted the virus and infected scores of women this year, but since the test results he displayed were from the previous year rather than this one, no one was interested in this story. Come on, December has already arrived, and retrieving test results from over a year ago is a tedious task. This is another reason why many folks assumed Red would be spreading STIs like Halloween candy, since she has been talking about how she lets men get it raw online. Indeed, she was just chastised by Charleston White for all of her mischievous behavior.
Sexyy Red, man, straight out of St. Louis. She's currently turning down $40,000 features.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that can contract. Hell, you talking about she nasty, mannish, fierce at the mouth, and she ain't got them high dollar weed. Everybody.
Yeah, she said that she had chlamydia 2 times.
Yeah, so if she said 2, time it by 6, because you know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. You know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. Time it by 6. Hell, you talking about? Ain't nobody want to tell this flat out telling the honest to God truth. Give him some leeway or to it.
You said that you want to see her perform without the lace front.
Yeah. I want to see her pull that motherfucking lace front off. With that St. Louis hair, that hood hair, and perform them songs like she do with that brown booty hole song.
Rumor has claimed that Red had a romance with Drake after hooking up with Gutsy. Drake laid the pipe in Red during her breakout, which caused him to get herpes as well, unlike Red's lucky baby daddy. It seems that Drake was so sick and ashamed of the whole situation that he cut off Sexyy Red following this. I don't understand why Drake is upset though, because he must have known what he was getting into from the beginning, and everyone knew. Do you think Drake will ever call out Sexyy Red for allegedly burning him? Or do you think people are just going overboard when it comes to Sexyy Red? I'm startled that she's burning and boasted about having sexually transmitted diseases. Did everyone forget that she was attempting to act like she was playing when she was talking about burn and all that other stuff she was talking about? Go right here and leave a comment below for more awkward movies like this one.